Your Excellency, the Governor of Plateau State, Your Excellency, the former Senate President, members of the National Assembly that are here, both serving and former, members of the State Executive Council, our friends from diplomatic missions and various investment interests, our traditional rulers, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. Let me thank the governor and the people of Plateau State for putting together this event. I'm sure as we're looking at the MCs, and while they were inviting me to come, there appeared to have been some little bit of mix-up. The present Ministry of Industry, Trade and Investment has two mandates. We have the Minister of Trade and Investment, and you have the Minister of State for Industry. So I have a mandate for industry. When I got the invitation to be here, I came here on two scores. One, the governor of Plateau State is a friend and is a brother. So I won't receive an invitation from him and not fail to honor that invitation. But most importantly, the subject and the theme of this gathering had to do with creativity, had to do with entrepreneurship, had to do with how to sell to the world what our abilities are and how to encourage entrepreneurship, to the extent that I think that as the country led by the president, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, keeps pushing for investments and telling the whole world that Nigeria is ready, we must really truly show that we are ready. And I think that the thing to do about our readiness is to promote things that are indigenous, because those are the things that the world is going to be ready to see and to be sold. And there was reference to the textile material, that I find here. I'll tell you a short story. When I started a national industrial push that took me first to the southwest, I had gone to see the governor of Ogun State. On that particular day, both the governor and everyone in his office wore Adire material. And the governor told me the story of the state of Adire. Meanwhile, in 1988-89, I had done my youth service in Abeokuta. And that was the first time I heard about Adire. But the governor said that the Adire industry and all those that were living by it had been taken out of business, from foreign competitors and all of that. And that when he became governor, he took a decision just to indicate what a simple policy decision, what it can cause. And that decision was that one day every week, every member of his cabinet, every appointee, and almost every government worker has to dress on Adire. Now, you got upwards of 70,000 people that on every particular day of the week dress on Adire. What has been the result? The business people are back. Those indigenous, original Adire manufacturers are back. And that industry is back in business. That is what we need to do. Incidentally, since becoming Minister of State for Industry, one of my passions has been, what do we do with CTG? Now, CTG is cotton textile garment. In the early 70s, the textile industry competed almost 50-50 with government in terms of employment, in terms of job opportunities. Today, that's no more. On Wednesday next week, the 9th, I'm convening a stakeholders forum on cotton, textile, and garment. And I think that the idea is to see what needs to be done to get us back to an industry that we dominated. So having to have the Plateau State government organize this and promote this is actually in line with what we are pushing in the ministry. Under Agenda 7 of the President's 8-point agenda, we have the responsibility to work towards diversifying our economy through industrialization, through digitization, through creative arts, manufacturing and innovation. Let me thank you, Mr. Governor, for helping us to do our work. And let me thank everybody who's been part of here. Thank you.
Your Excellency, the former Senate President, Excellency, Governor of Plateau State, Excellencies here present, the Honorable Minister of State for Industry has unpacked the differentiation between him and the Honorable Minister for Trade and Investment. As Honorable Minister of State for Industry, distinguished Senator John Owen Eno has constantly and continuously shown an interest in the textile industry, you here. We thank you for coming.
Bienvenue.
Your Excellencies, very distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the description of Godo in the brochure tells you that it's a woven fabric introduced in 1804 and mostly found in the north-central part of Nigeria. As it so happens, we have Ebule Jenu from Igala land, we have Ange from Benue, we have Achi from Okene, we have from Nasarawa and Plateau, and today I've brought my own Godo. This was woven for me 51 years ago when I was 12 by my grandmother. She has passed, but I've kept the fabric because it defines who I am and it also defines who she is. Such a beautiful fabric which I used to graduate from school, and I loved it so very much. And so when we are translating these fabrics, we know that we all have something that is a keepsake that was given to us by our forebear. I've kept mine very close to my heart. It's the reason why I say fabrics tell a story, motifs carry history, and today the Plateau State government has unpacked all of that for us in this absolutely brilliant evening. I'd like at this point to invite Mr. Manji Wilson, Chief Technical Advisor on Development Partnerships for Plateau State, to come forward and tell us about the opportunities, investment opportunities on the Plateau.
Maintenant, on va inviter Monsieur pour les opportunités d'investissement en Plateau. Soyez le bienvenu, Monsieur.
Thank you very much. Good evening, everyone. Your Excellency, Barrister Caleb Manasseh Mutfwang, Executive Governor of Plateau State. Please permit me to lean on the existing or established protocols so I don't take so much of our time this evening. We have a video that we wanted to play, but for some reason, I don't think it's going to be displayed due to the sound interface. Is the presentation coming up? All right. I think the Honorable Minister had also started to mention some very important elements when it comes to investment opportunities, not just in Nigeria, but in Plateau State. For us, Plateau State, as many of you know, or those that are yet to know so much about Plateau, is the 12th largest state in Nigeria, with a landmass of over 30,000 square kilometers. Plateau State has an estimated population of over 5 million. More than 70% of that population is largely agrarian. So you can imagine we have over 700,000 housing families that are largely cultivating various crops, though at a very, very subsistence manner as it is right now. His Excellency, upon being inaugurated as the last governor of Plateau State in 2023, set up a committee to develop what we call a strategic development plan for the state, encompassing from 2023 to 2027. That strategic development framework covers 9 broad thematic areas, but we cluster them into majorly 3 economic drivers for Plateau State. First, agriculture. Second, mining. And Check 1, 2. I think the sound is back. The sound is back, yeah?
Are you talking or she's
Okay. All right. Thank you, Madam Eugene. All right. Apologies once again for that break. The media unit, I see that the presentation is also not on, but I'll proceed again. So like I was earlier, saying, so Plateau State has 3 major economic drivers: agriculture, mining, and tourism. Of course, we are also viable along other key sectors of the economy. But these are the 3 major sectors that His Excellency has decided to focus a lot of our interventions on within the 4 years of this administration that is currently running. What do we intend to do in the state? Within agriculture, we are looking at doing 3 or 4 key things. First, we are looking at how to digitize the process. When you talk about data, for instance, which is very foundational to every developmental program, we're looking at how we can be able to ensure that you have accurate data, whether it is of the assets that you have in terms of farmlands, or when you talk about input distribution to farmers and those that are in need, or how are you able to ensure that you map correctly the sort of crops that you need to cultivate on the land that you have, while you also ensure that you have the best technological devices to test your soils for the right products that will be cultivated. We're also looking at mechanization. How do we move from subsistence farming to a mechanized form of agriculture that would help us increase the production of these various food crops that we are developing in Plateau State? Another aspect that we are looking at is also innovation. And what we used to have are some greenhouses that help you to improve your production, from the normal tonnage to quite a bit of significant, quantity when you put in best practices and innovate along the value chain. The 4th aspect is industrialization. So again, we have been working with a lot of development partners to embark on an ambitious project of developing what we call a special agro-processing zone. That zone is located just around our airport. We have earmarked over 550 hectares of land. We will be integrating the airport, the zone, and the inland container depot that we have in Plateau State into one huge special agro-processing zone that would help us in terms of processing our products and also exports. It may also interest you to know that His Excellency has taken steps to ensure that the Plateau airports, the Jos Airport, is designated as a cargo airport. And we are looking at how we can also expand on the runway and also work on the terminals so that all the instruments that are required to ensure that that operation is successful are installed at the airport. On mining, again, data is quite critical. Plateau State is one of those few states that has an SPV, and we have the Plateau Mineral Development Company. That is our own SPV as a state government, a company limited by shares, established by the government to embark on the business of mining. We are currently in the process of ensuring that the data that is also available in that sector, which we know countrywide is very, very scarce, is gotten and sourced, especially for Plateau State. So we are at that foundational stage of ensuring that all the partners that are working in that space come together and we have the right, not just the number of minerals that we have, but also what are the quantities and where are the locations. So we are also embarking on that mapping process in the states. On the aspect of tourism, we all know that the slogan for Plateau State is a home of peace and tourism. So one thing we are also trying to do again is to establish a master plan for tourism in Plateau State. And I'm quite happy that Madam Elsie is here today. And we have started working with our teams and partners, the United Nations Development Program, and we are hoping to develop a tourism master plan for Plateau State that would help us to be able to maximize the potential of Plateau State when it comes to tourism. His Excellency has consistently mentioned that his approach towards investments is public-private partnership. And this is what he has been trying to do right from the get-go where he tries to provide an enabling environment for all investors and those that are interested in working with Plateau State to come and have a partnership with Plateau State where we will be providing what you need in terms of the government support, whether it's our form of contribution in terms of land or regulatory support, policy framework that would help you to grow your business in Plateau State. And we are happy to see that fruit
in time. It's Uhuru now. We thank God for that. Welcome to the fashion show for art meets fashion, the Plateau experience. Be prepared to be mesmerized. Be prepared to be bedazzled. And the Godo is on full display here tonight. That cloth, that motif that we intend to push forward to be like other iconic fabrics, like the Kente of Ghana and the Ashoke and the Adire. Welcome to the Godo Fashion Show. Pick the one you love amongst them, and I assure you the models will deliver on their promise. Please help me welcome my brother, my co-MC for the fashion show, Clement Selvong, Stary J of PRTV Jaws, to take it away. A round of applause for him, please. I have a couple of recognitions after the fashion show. Please bear with me.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. You're welcome once again. This is Plateau State at its best. We are showcasing the Godo from Plateau State, and several designers have used the Godo to produce different fabric fashions, different styles, and then that's what we will be watching this evening as we start the runway part of this program. Ladies and gentlemen, the first designer to showcase their designs using Godo. All right. The first designer to start this Godo fashion parade is standing by, but then we'd just like to acknowledge the presence of some personalities from Plateau State. We want to welcome to this August occasion Professor Patricia Lar, the Acting Vice Chancellor, University of Abuja. Let's give her a resounding applause. Prof, you're welcome.
Soyez le bienvenu, madame.
And she is an accomplished scientist. She has read all the science textbooks in the world. Put your hands together for Professor Patricia Lara. At this juncture, we kickstart the runway proper by inviting the first designer to showcase their wares. The first designer this evening is Wendy Stitches. Please, let's welcome Wendy Stitches.
On va inviter Wendy pour votre présentation.
All right, Mr. DJ, let's welcome Wendy Stitches.
More music at ninjaloaded.com.
It's my guy. It's my guy. shit, my guy. Now we on the boat with my guys. LG phones, they go flip, my guys. Senorita, it's nice to meet ya. I like for you to come meet my guys. The first you see is called Captain Mo. Drop your number, stop acting slow. We only shine a brand new designers, that type you see on that fashion show. The whole of Dankamo is my guy. I roll the ganja more with my guys. My man who send them all, see the band that go, me no rest, so let's live and die. Now you know inside, I'm walking inside, I'm walking inside, cause I spend a lot of cash. So let's be shaggy, it's my guy. And look for yourself, it's my guy. Dankamo, it's my guy. And now I rotate, it's my guy. I go it's my guy. And Farida go it's my guy. My life rotates.
Ladies and gentlemen, the designer, Wendy Stitches.
But now they call me that function guy. I'm part of your broad, I got a wife and a broad. I'm in the places they only see an assumption guy. They need a Cali, then Eastern guy. We go safari, then Houston guy. The girls them love to go shopping in Dubai, buy the store and then kiss them by. Off to ABJ, kick my guy. And all the girls they want date my guy. The whips and all the chains switch the calls again.
Let's put our hands together for the designer, Wendy Stitches. Thank you. That's the designer herself, Wendy Stitches, using the Godot for beautiful styles. Thank you, Wendy Stitches. Thank you. At this juncture, we invite our second designer for this evening. Our second designer for this evening is Lori Waters. Make some noise for Lori Waters, our second designer this evening. Lori Waters, our second designer this evening.
Then no fit touch my energy. If I no get money, not disability. So forget my shy blocking.
Here comes Lori Waters.
Then no fit touch my energy. If I no get money, not disability. So forget me, my shy blocking. My lost ready for one.
Ladies and gentlemen, here comes the designer herself, Lori Waters. Make some noise for the designer herself, Lori Waters. Make some noise. Welcome the designer. Welcome the designer, Lori Waters. Using beautiful Godot fabric. Let's appreciate the designer, Lori Waters. Thank you. Thank you, Lori Waters. Introducing our third designer for this evening. Our third designer for this evening is Lebu Couture. Lebu Couture. Let's welcome with a round of applause our third designer this evening, Lebu Couture. Here comes our third designer this evening, Le Beau Couture.
Oh là là. Voilà. Ils sont très beaux et ils sont très belles aussi.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this juncture, let's meet the designer, Le Beau Couture. Make some noise. Thank you.
Merci beaucoup les groupes Couture, nous vous apprécions.
Here comes the designer, Le Beau Couture.
Voici le designer.
Let's appreciate the designer once again. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Le Beau Couture.
Merci beaucoup les
Beautiful
groupes Couture,
designs.
nous vous apprécions.
Using Godot fabric from Plateau State. Plateau is the home of peace, tourism, and hospitality. Ladies and gentlemen, our fourth designer this evening.
Mesdames et messieurs.
Our fourth designer this evening is Wena Sami. Make some noise. Wena Sami.
Straightforward, I'm not con you. For one it you bit is son you, I do. Did mo to be do. I'm a ton so that I'm so high, you can tell. Straightforward, I'm not con you. For one it you bit is son you,
Wena Sami.
I'm a ton so that I'm so high, you can tell.
Here comes the designs. Here comes the designs from Wena Sami.
Yeah. Yeah, they fight for number one. Pay me my money one by one. Fuck them up with my bed one not down. See what they want down. Yeah, they fight for number one. Pay me my money one by one. Fuck them up with my bed one not down. Straightforward, I'm not con you. For one it you bit is son you, I do. I'm a ton so that I'm so high, you can tell. straightforward, I'm not con you. For one of you, it's on you. I do. I'm a ton so rock I'm so high, you can tell.
Ladies and gentlemen, here comes the designer herself, Wena Sami. Make some noise for Wena Sami. Thank you. Thank you. Wena Sami. Our next designer is Kawaida Picha. Let's welcome Kawaida Picha with a round of applause. Thank you. Kawaida Picha, our next designer to hit the runway. Kawaida Picha. Next designer, Kawaida Picha. The models are hitting the runway now. Kawaida Picha. Ladies and gentlemen, let's now meet the designer, Kawaida Picha. Make some noise! The designer himself, Kawaida Picha. And he is the first male designer this evening. Let's put our hands together for Kawaida Picha. Thank you. Kawaida Picha, thank you. Let's appreciate him. Thank you. The models, thank you. Our next designer this evening is Modela Couture. Make some noise. Modela Couture.
Talking drums and shakera combination. I see people under the tambourino. Dancing, I guess there is a celebration. Mama, I'm the only one at home. All I want to do now is dance the wombo lumbo. So I lock up and keep Kokorola Begondo. I can't tell where do they happen? Ooh, yeah. Come see small picking at the Arugo de Dan Bolombo. Wombo Lumbo. Wombo Lumbo.
Beautiful designs from Modela Couture using Godo fabric from Plateau State. Ladies and gentlemen, let's meet the designer, Modela Couture.
I see people under the tambourino dancing. I guess there is a celebration. They're gonna dance one more number. Dance one more number. One more number. Making you dance one more number.
Modela Couture. The designer, Modela Couture. Yes. One of the best designers in the world. Modela Couture using Godo fabric. Let's welcome him with a round of applause. Make some noise. Modela Couture using the Godo fabric. Let's appreciate him, appreciate him, appreciate him. Modela Couture, one of the finest designers in the world. Thank you. Thank you, Modela Couture. Thank you, the models. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you. All right, Mr. TJ. Thank you. Break it down low, break it down low, break it down low. Ladies and gentlemen, this juncture, I would like to invite the CEO of Tin City Fashion Week. If you talk about Tin City Fashion Week, it's a household name on the plateau and across Nigeria. She has brought in the greatest people in the country to Jos. At this juncture, ladies and gentlemen, if you're talking about the 10 most creative women in Africa, this woman is one of them. I am not exaggerating. She is very, very creative, and she is the CEO, Tin City Fashion Week. At this juncture, ladies and gentlemen, let's make welcome the Chief Executive Officer and the brain behind this fashion show, the one and only, Christabel Narine Bantu! Make some noise! One of the most creative women in Africa.
Thank you so very much. Good evening, the former President of the Senate, His Excellency Distinguished Senator Bukola Saraki, His Excellency, our own very own Governor, the Governor of Plateau State, His Excellency Barrister Caleb Mufwang, His Excellency the Deputy Governor of Nasarawa State, serving and former members of the National Assembly, former governors, former ministers, members of the diplomatic corps, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. I stand here today very proudly in your presence to talk about the Godo. The Godo is one of the reasons why we're gathered here today. Plateau State has been in the forefront of wanting to make the Godo worldwide, known worldwide. Because when you look at the fabric maps of Africa, when you look at Nigeria, there's no fabric depicting the northern central part of Nigeria. And so we did our research, thanks to the use of different patterns and colors of the clothing, which often symbolizes the various tribes and their beliefs. The intersection of art and fashion is a fascinating realm where creativity knows no bound. Today, traditional meets modern, and cultural heritage is reinterpreted in innovative ways. The heart of this fashion is Godo, a traditional woven fabric in northern Nigeria, renowned for its unique texture and pattern. I would like to stop here because I don't want to take too much time. And as the designers get ready, the models get ready to come out for the last round, I would like us to welcome one of our illustrious sons, one of the biggest, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. Please put your hands together as we welcome Ice Springs.
Mutanen Plateau mezamuche. Mutanen Plateau mezamuche.
Anytime we talk, say we go wrong. We go all the way. We go all the way. Anytime we talk, say
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. They call me Ice Supremacy. I come from Plateau State, and I came to turn up with you. If you know this song, I want you to sing along one time. Everybody, let me hear you sing that. Say, better cars. What? Say, better parties, better house. Ladies and gentlemen, I come from Plateau. We're not buying there, what you say? Can we turn up? 1, 2, 3, everybody say. What you say? Say, I am feeling my superstar. Can I talk to you? Feeling my superstar. Feeling my super. Yeah, oh yeah, we celebrating. The problems are no more complicated. Step on the floor when the grounds are shaking. Feels like the times that we all been waiting. Champagne life. Step into the club, to the model. Can I get to the dancer? Let me take you to tours. They supply us cause they know who we are. Brand new clothes are the best of guitars. Girls on my lap like I'm playing a guitar. See, I get paid to go. Ranke de Desa. Aleta Zamanika. Everybody, let me hear you say. Better cars. What? Better parties, better house, and better girls on me. And I can take you there. Go show them. 1, 2. Everybody say, feeling my superstar. Bhutan and Plateau. Feeling my superstar. You can't do the hold on. Hello. Arararara. I'm so happy to be here tonight. My name is Panshak Zamani, aka Ice Prince, and I have a special number for the ladies. Can I start off with the ladies tonight? Oh, and if you know you're beautiful, yeah. This one's for the ladies. Hey, they told me everybody's 15 minutes in a different time zone. And since I have it at a moment, you don't wanna shine my excellency. Get your life, little mama, would you get your life on? Your life on. Ain't nothing cooler than the wrong moves when you do them to the right song, the right song. Let's shoot this movie and put this shit on repeat, nana. I hope this memories are making you fall asleep. Shut down, shut down, shut down, shut down. Like I said, I want to dedicate this song to all the beautiful ladies in the house. If you're pretty and you know it, say 1, 2, 3, say.
I like you, girl, in particular.
Say what?
You in particular. Say, I like your waist in particular.
I like your waist. Everybody say, I like you, girl, in particular. Say what?
You in particular. Say,
I like your waist
in particular.
I like your waist. Somebody say, hell yeah. Say, hell yeah. Say, ooh wee. Ooh wee. Somebody say, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Ooh wee. You know, I told you I come from Jos, and I'm so honored to be in front of my governor. I think he's the best governor in the world. Because I went to Jos in January, and everybody had good things to say about this man. So muna so muche mungode. This is my second time meeting you, and I'd like to perform this classic for you. Aidan, can I do this classic? DJ Dino, can you play a classic for the governor, please? Yeah. Okay. Ole cool. Are y'all ready for this?
Yeah.
Hey, Mr. Governor. Hey, God go bless you. Ale Jazamaninka, God go bless you. Hey, Kele Mutfan, God go bless you. Ale Jazamaninka, God go bless you. Kele Mutfan. And you know this song. 1, 2, 3. Thank you.
Something where I know fit.
Tell me something, governor, no fit do. Malo two. Odeji, I hope you're ready. I'm feeling you, my brother. Shut down. J-Town. Feeling the boy. Okay, I'm so interested. It's why they say that I'm the next thing. Even on features, I'm impressed. People do hate, but yeah, I learned the lesson. Don't mean shots, but I'm a testing. Far from pop, my pop is resting. My flow's so bad. We try, man.
One is testing.
The
best by far is what I'm guessing.
1, 2, 3, I win. And yo, how can I lose? Yo, I'm a boy with the DJs, give me more. One more time, everybody. Let me hear you. 1, 2, 3. Thank you.
Now tell me something where I know fit.
Tell me something, governor, no fit do. Malo two. Odeji, I hope you're ready. Governor, make us throw small. Ale Jaza Malika. What you say now? Shifting in the boy. Shifting. I see you. Shut down. Okay, I spend a lot of cash. Can I throw you? Can I turn you up? Come on.
It's my guy.
Come on.
It's my guy.
Show you guys real quick. You don't want I party abroad, I got away from abroad. I'm in the places that only sing in the assumption guy. They need a Cali, then Eastern. We go safari, then Houston. The girls that love to go shopping in Dubai, by the store, and then up to ABJK. And all the girls that anti-Christopher, I see you.
EFCC, them chase my guy. Jesse told me have faith, my guy. And you can blow the landscape, my guy. And now I roll with that senator, and that senator, and that's great, my guy. My name is Haraki, my guy. The whole family is my guy.
Who's our two? You know how we go. See my bush, you look so beautiful, mama.
It's my guy. Santa Monica and the morning, them take the piss and no shit, my guy.
Show them, show them, show them, show them, J-Town. Show them, J-Town. Kabasu, J-Town. Kabasu. One time, everybody, let me hear you say. Bumping in my head. No, I got bottles in my head. Baby, I got shots in my head. No, I got
ladies and gentlemen, while Ice Prince is performing, we invite Sally Waji Fashion Brand. Thank you, Ice Prince. Thank you. Sally Waji Fashion Brand. Can you come down with your models? Sally Waji Fashion Brand. Thank you.
Fellow citizens of Plateau State, Mezamuche, Mungode. Thank you very much. They call me Ice Prince Amani.
Congratulations, Ice Prince, a true son of the Plateau. Great performer, great revolution, and a thank you to the governor. I hand back to my co-MC for the next set of 6, real quick, so we can take the goodwill messages. He tells me there are 5, and 5 of them will now display what Godo is made of.
Thank you. The next designer is Sally Waji Fashion Brand. Make some noise. Okay. All right. DJ, hold on. All right. Ice Prince is still saying something. Ice Prince. Enough respect.
Enough respect, boss.
Stereo J DJ, love you for the born and thing, you know.
God bless you, boss. Stereo J.
Job blessings. Respect.
FM.
Yes,
Thank
I.
you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, the next designer on stage, VZ Creation. Make some noise. VZ Creation. Let's have your models hit the runway. Thank you. DJ, VZ Creation. The next designer to showcase their design.
I see people under the tambourino, dancing. I guess there is a celebration. Mama, I'm the only one at home. All I want to do now is dance the wombo lumbo. So I lock up and keep Kokorola Bekondo. Where do they have to, yeah? Come see my picking at the Aruko de Dan Bolombo.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's meet the designer, VZ Creation. VZ Creation. Make some noise for VZ Creation, the designer herself. Thank you. Thank you, VZ Creation. Let's give a round of applause once again. Thank you.
I'm the only one at home. All I want to do now is dance the wombo lumbo.
Thank you. All right, our next designer to hit the runway is Zalima Grazioni. Make some noise for Zalima Grazioni. Zalima Grazioni. Ladies and gentlemen, let's meet the designer, Zalima Grazioni. Let's appreciate him, appreciate him, appreciate him. That is the designer, Zalima Grazioni. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. The next designer to hit the runway is Del Africa Fashion House. Make some noise! Del Africa Fashion House! Del Africa Fashion House. One of the best designers in Africa. Del Africa Fashion House. Ladies and gentlemen, let's meet the designer, Del Africa Fashion House. Ladies and gentlemen, here comes Del Africa Fashion House. Make some noise. Thank you. Del Africa Fashion House. That's the designer taking his leave, and the models are following him. The next designer to hit the runway is Nike Arts Gallery Fashion Collection. Nike Arts Gallery Fashion Collection. Let's make some noise for the designer, Nike Arts Gallery Fashion Collection.
You better mind yourself, oh, mind yourself, oh boy. No do crack for here. Baby, no do crack for me. Oh boy, mind yourself, no do crack for here.
Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise. Nike Arts Gallery Fashion Collection. Make some noise for the designer. Appreciate the designer. Appreciate the designer. Nike Arts Gallery Fashion House. That's the designer himself. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, Nike Arts Gallery Fashion House. Thank you, designer. Thank you, models. Thank you.
But if you try me and now vex your mama, no go know you again.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. And ladies and gentlemen, our final designer this evening. Our final designer this evening is Sally Waji Fashion Brand. Make some noise for Sally Waji Fashion Brand. Our final designer this evening. One of the best in the designing world. Sally Waji Fashion Brand.
Way up, Hambil Bajachat, Konza Kungo, Konza Tungo, Konzi Wago, Konza Shijingo, coming in, Waberinan. Junwal Iam Rocket Campialbo, Junwal Iam Rocket Campialbo.
Ladies and gentlemen, all right, Mr. DJ, break it down low, break it down low, break it down, break it down low. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, at this juncture, would like to let you know that immediately after now, we shall be having an arts exhibition. You will be taken round in the room behind here, beside here. But before then, we are bringing another cultural ambassador of Plateau State to close the fashion show. Yes. Yes. We are bringing a cultural ambassador from Plateau State to close the fashion show. So he is coming to have something for 5 minutes only. 5 minutes. But before he comes, the cultural ambassador comes. Your Excellency, sir, the Executive Governor of Plateau State, Barrister Caleb Manasseh Mutfwang, I want to appreciate you on behalf of all the youths on the plateau and the women. Because if you check 36 states in Nigeria, your cabinet has the youngest set of cabinet members, commissioners, all youths. And then in every local government, the deputy chairmen are women. So please put your hands together for Barrister Caleb Mutfwang. Thank you, Excellency, on behalf of the youth. So now, I'd like to.
Your Excellencies, very distinguished ladies and gentlemen, let's give a distinguished Plateau in Abuja round of applause for Clement Selbong, Sterry J, PRTV Jos, for the excellent work he has done for the fashion show. Let's give another round of applause to all our fashion designers and the models who have done an excellent job tonight. Before we invite the cultural ambassador for 5 minutes, permit me, please, to recognize local government chairman Jos South, Jos North, Mikang, They're all here. Professor Patricia La, Acting Vice Chancellor, Yakubu Gowon University, Abuja. Former Senate President, whom we have already recognized, and former Governor of Kwara State, distinguished Senator Bukola Saraki. Your Excellency, we thank you for your patience and your candor. Former Director General, NOA, Mr. Mike Omeri, is here with us tonight. We welcome him.
Bienvenue.
We have with us the former Minister of Youth and Special Advisor to President Tinubu on Media and Public Communications, Mr. Sunday Dare, is in the room. We welcome you, sir.
Bienvenue, monsieur.
Former Executive Governor of Adamawa State, His Excellency Boni Haruna, is in the room. Of course, we have who arrived quite early and has been sitting pretty all evening long, Ms. Elsie Atafua, UNDP Resident Representative for Nigeria. We appreciate your distinguished presence. Honorable Ishaya David Lalu, House of Representatives member representing Mangu Bokos constituency. Honorable Alfred Atang, House of Representatives member representing Jos South, Jos East constituency.
Bienvenue.
Distinguished Senator Simon Mwatkon. General Nuhu Angwazo, retired, former GOC 3 Division. Maxwell Kobe, Cantonment, Rukuba Barak. Professor Bogoro, former Executive Secretary, TED Fund. Barrister Emeka Etiaba, SAN. And of course, Dame Pauline Talen, former Deputy Governor of Plateau State, former Minister of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Honorable commissioners from Plateau State here present, and chairmen of commissions. We welcome you all. We continue to express our appreciation to the embassies who have made their way into the room, all members of the diplomatic corps. We thank you for your patience and for your presence. We appreciate you. At this moment, we'll take only 5 minutes of that cultural ambassador before we take our goodwill messages tonight.
5 minutes, s'il vous plaît, pour votre cultural performance.
5 minutes only.
Et
Thank you very much.
Message de bonne volonté. Merci.
I want to thank the Governor of Plateau State, our father, Barrister Caleb Manasseh Mutfong, for making it possible for me to be part of this program. I worked in the Ministry of Tourism, Culture and Hospitality for 35 years and retired. But during my course as a director in the ministry, we were given the assignment to come out with a costume identity for the state. And truly, we looked around, went to southern side of Plateau State. We got Turkudi and Adre from the south. From the central zone, we got Godo. And from the north, we got Godo. And so Godo, Turkudi, Adre should form part of costume identity. And truly, we thank you for this initiative. Entala and Group and other artists on the Plateau State will take it as our responsibility to promote Godo as an identity for the state. Thank you, sir. All right. Idan muna so mu ji daɗin kasar mu. Idan muna so mu ji daɗin kasar mu. Idan muna so mu ji daɗin Plateau. Gwamna yana kira ku zo mu yi tafiyan mu daidai. Mutfan yana kira ku zo mu yi tafiyan mu daidai. Hankali, hankali, tsoron Allah, tsoron Allah, saukin kai, saukin kai, yin aiki, biyan bukata, biyan bukata, idan muna so mu ji daɗin kasar mu goye ba. Idan muna so mu ji daɗin Plateau mu goye bayan mu yo. This next one, they say 5 minutes, so I've taken 2 minutes. This remaining 3 minutes is for heroes, is for kings, is for governors. This song is not a song for children. It's a song for the respected elders. It is very graceful, very original, very unique from Plateau State. Ndaka. Oh, Baba Fre. Well, Baba Fre. Tell me you are Banato Koro. Yo. Down tere ha, down tere ha. Nana we birni me ho. Ega yantini ba wanted when sharna. Ah ya, sirke nana. Oh man we tamanda ukoro. Yara lenga ke kanendo nada. Yara lenga mke kana ndona da ponero baba we yo o parungana do lorungana ndendele mudaun tere ha o babe mudaun tere ha yo oh birana bara oh down tere ay oh birani bara ay oh birani yo oh down ka wa maro fle ngore te me wo maro fle ha derbuka sirke nara ha derbuka yo, tell me you are Baba way. What do you tell me you are Baba way? Yeah, Yuba, Kaika, Yuba, what baby will dame? Oh, the little baby will dame. Oh, the little baby will dame. Before my you, Kaika, Yuba, Kaika, Yuba, Kaika, Yuba, Dolorunka, yeah, Sirkenara, Obiko, my Sirkenara, Uberete, and you are Barobre, Uberete, and you are Barobre. You, oh Barungana, oh Lorungana, you, you.
Congratulations. Congratulations to the cultural ambassador of Plateau State. We salute his dexterity and his ability to hold his own in a crowd. At this moment, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I would like to invite to the podium, to the microphone as it were, to deliver her goodwill message, the UNDP resident representative for Nigeria, Elsie Atafua, who is coming up to celebrate with Plateau State, and she's dressed in the traditional Nigerian adire and looks absolutely stunning.
Maintenant, on va inviter le représentatif de UNDP pour le message de bonne volonté. Bienvenue, madame.
Thank you very much for the very warm introduction. Let me first of all appreciate His Excellency, the Executive Governor of Plateau State, to thank him for the invitation. Let me appreciate all the governors, senators, ministers, and let me stand on existing protocols. First of all, what a beautiful evening. Beautiful evening, beautiful company, beautiful people, beautiful everything. And I want to appreciate you, Excellency, the Executive Governor of Plateau State, for telling the story of Plateau, but not only telling the story of Plateau, telling the story of Nigeria, the giant of Africa, but also telling the story of Africa in a very compelling way. Excellencies, what we saw this evening was not just a fashion show, was not just about singing, it's about a celebration of our people. And as the largest development agency in the United Nations family, and on behalf of the United Nations family, we must see what is behind it from a development point of view. The creative industry contributes about $2 trillion a year, meaning that we see jobs behind this. We see revenue behind this. We see education behind this. And when you begin to look at it from a development point of view, we're empowering people and we are supporting people to achieve the development aspirations of this great country. And so we call upon everybody who is here not to just enjoy and go, but begin to reflect, what can we do to invest? Africa is on the rise. And Excellency, not too long ago, we sent 15 women from Nigeria to Namibia. We told them, go out there and shine your eyes. By the time they were coming back, they had contracts of about $30 million. So the Godot that we saw today has potential to penetrate within the African continent. And we must support the creatives, to support the stylists, to support the tailors, to support everybody who is in the industry. Let me conclude in the interest of time that as UNDP, the United Nations Development Program, and by extension our United Nations family and our partners who are here, we will support you, Plateau State, the home of peace and tourism. And recently I was in Plateau. This is perhaps one of, and arguably, one of the most beautiful spaces on earth. And I invite you all to be there and to visit Plateau. Finally, recently His Excellency invited me to be part of his retreat, and he gave me a name. I'm a daughter of the soil in Plateau. My name is Madman, the helper. So I just want to say that as a helper and a daughter of the soil, together with our team, we will help Plateau, we will help Nigeria, and there's a reason why Nigeria is called the giant of Africa, to ensure that with the power of the creatives, we can position this country as a pillar in the continent, but also as a pillar in the world. Thank you very much for inviting us.
Thank you very much, Mabang, daughter of the Plateau State soil.
Merci beaucoup, madame.
She has carried her title well and has described Plateau as one of the best places she has seen on earth. I share your view, even though the Kogi State governor might be contesting that because that's where I come from. But you know, I mean, I'm a Plateau citizen, I'm a Nigerian citizen. I don't have boundaries for states. I'm a daughter of the nation. It is time now for us, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, to invite Dame Pauline Talon.
Maintenant, on va inviter Madame de Pauline pour votre message de bonne volonté.
Former Minister of Women Affairs, former Deputy Governor of Plateau State, Her Excellency Dame Pauline Talon.
Excellence, Dame Pauline, soyez le bienvenue, Madame.
Daughter of the soil.
La femme de soil.
Thank you, Eugenia. Our chief host and the father of Plateau, His Excellency, Barrister Caleb Mutfwang, our dear Governor of Plateau State. Our very special guest of honor this evening, my very dear brother, the former Senate President, Chief Bola Saraki. We're happy to have you in our midst this evening. Thank you for your patience and for enjoying the evening with us. I acknowledge the Deputy Governor of Nasarawa State. I acknowledge the Minister of State, Industry, my dear brother, distinguished Senator John Enoch. I acknowledge my dear sister from UNDP, who is now a daughter of Plateau. You can see she looks like us. Mr. Governor, you did just the right thing. I acknowledge all the members of the National Assembly here present and former members, former ministers, my dear brother, the Senior Special Advisor to Mr. President on Communication, former Minister of Youth and Sports, Sunday Dare, he's also a son of Plateau. I acknowledge the directors from UBA. I acknowledge all the members of the diplomatic corps that are here, our friends from Plateau. We celebrate you and we thank you for being here. My dear sister, the acting Vice Chancellor of Gowans University, Abuja University, we appreciate you. We appreciate all the sons and daughters of Plateau that are here to showcase Plateau. Mr. Governor, I want to especially thank you for showcasing Plateau to the world. We are not just showcasing Plateau to Nigeria, but to the world. You can see the turnout of our members of the diplomatic corps and all those who have seen for themselves what is going on the Plateau. Plateau is blessed with everything: food, natural resources, and the Godot. I want to celebrate my sister Christabel for celebrating your 5th year of promoting Godot. And I thank God Mr. Governor has taken it up to take it to this level. We appreciate you, we thank you, and keep up the good work. Plateau has so many things that people should come and invest in. Plateau used to grow flowers and export it to London, Netherlands, everywhere. We are back on it again, and I know there are so many investors here who would want to invest in flowers, potatoes, name it. We have some beautiful flowers that are grown on the Plateau that will be showcased and presented to you this evening. Mr. Governor, we thank you for this evening. Enjoy the evening and God bless.
Thank you, Your Excellency. The daughter of the soil has promoted the state, and so should it be. Indeed, and why not? This is what Her Excellency Dame Pauline Talon has done. She has ensured that at this point in time, she has showcased her state, and so it should be. Let's give her another round of applause. Applaudissez, s'il vous plaît.
Applaudissez, s'il vous plaît. Merci.
Thank you very much. This is the time we invite the Special Advisor to His Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. His Special Advisor on Communication is making his way to deliver his goodwill. Please help me give a warm Abuja Plateau welcome to Mr. Sunday Dare.
Thank you very much. Let me just recognize His Excellency, the Governor of Plateau State, our former Senate President, Alhaji Bukola Saraki, Minister of State Industries, former ministers, and other dignitaries. I feel, Your Excellency, I feel at home this evening. I feel the warmth of Plateau. I feel the touch of the winter season in Plateau. I feel the freshness of the fruits, temperate fruits that sprout out of the soil in Plateau. As I look around, I see my first 32 years on earth right before me. People I've known for over 50 years are here seated. Salamatu Machunga. I can name so many people. The spirit of Plateau is alive indeed. And I've seen that spirit come alive tonight. And I must thank His Excellency for insisting that I must be here tonight to be part of this. And I also insisted that my wife should be picked up to be part of this. So thank you so much, Plateau, for giving us tonight. But beyond that, I thank you for giving us Godo. As I watched the display, my mind went back to the Ashoke that comes from the Yoruba Southwest. And I love the fact that the Plateau people are celebrating Godo. It's our own very own. The same way the Yoruba people celebrate Ashoke. And I guess other states and peoples. Tonight, we have seen how every thread of Godo speaks to unity. I read the remark of His Excellency in the magazine, welcoming us to the rolling hills of Plateau and the enchanting waters of Plateau. But tonight, we know beyond that is Godo, the cloth that speaks to unity, diversity, but also the strength of Plateau. Once again, thank you for tonight. I'm sure the Minister of State Industries will say something more, but this government is committed to ensuring that we think Nigeria, we use Nigeria, we export Nigeria to the world. And nights like this rekindle that commitment and that spirit on the part of every individual and every citizen. So tonight, thank you so much for tonight. And I want to advise that you take this across the country, not just in Abuja. Take it to Lagos. Take it to the southeast. Take it to the south-south. Let the story of Godo spread around this country like wildfire. Thank you, Excellency, and God bless you.
You did extremely well. I thank you so much.
Merci beaucoup, monsieur.
For keeping to the time and keeping it straight and narrow and telling us just the way it is. That Godo should travel across Nigeria and showcase this fabric that would soon go international after going national.
Là, c'est là, monsieur. Nous vous apprécions pour votre bon message. Merci beaucoup.
Thank you very much, Mr. Sunday Dare, Special Advisor to His Excellency President Bola Tinubu on communication. Thank you. We appreciate you.
Merci mille fois.
It's time now for me to invite a man who traveled all the way from the Nasarawa State capital to support this event, His Excellency, the Deputy Governor of Nasarawa State, Dr. Emmanuel Akabe, who is coming to deliver his goodwill, and knowing that Godo is also used in Nasarawa State, and the fabric there resembles every fabric across the North Central. My brother, welcome.
Maintenant, on va inviter le député gouverneur de l'État de Nasarawa pour le message de bonne volonté.
Thank you, my dear sister Eugenia Abu. Your Excellency, the Governor of Plateau State, Barrister Caleb Mutwan, the Special Guest of Honor, the former Senate President, former Governor of Kwara State, Dr. Bukola Saraki, distinguished, the Minister of Industries, Minister of State Industries that is here, advisor to Mr. President, my own brother, I just brought up, and his wife, members of the National Assembly that are here, my own dear elder sister, former Deputy Governor, many times Minister of the Federal Republic, Dame Pauline Talen, former GOC of the 3rd Armored General Mbazo, my other brother, former DG of NOA, members of the Diplomatic Corps, the acting VC of Yakubu Gowon University, and all distinguished guests that are here for want of time. I'm here representing my boss, my principal, the executive governor of Nasarawa State, Engineer Abdullahi A. Suley, who really have wished to be here personally, but I'd been in Abuja and had to leave this morning for Lafia, and we couldn't make it back, so he asked me to be here to represent him, to be part of this occasion. Well, I'll just take one message back to him when I go back, to tell him that, Your Excellency, you missed. Because indeed, whoever is not here today to watch what we watched and to see what we've seen has missed. I was thrilled sitting there and seeing all the designers coming up. And I say, yes, this is from Plateau. Your Excellency, congratulations, sir. And I must also congratulate my dear sister, Christabel Bentu, because indeed, you could see there must have been a Bentu touch to all that we saw this evening. Well, Nasarawa State was created out of Plateau State. So as far as we're concerned, the cord is still there. So whatever it is that is happening in Plateau is also happening in Nasarawa State. So Christabel, we will come and borrow you to come and demonstrate a little bit of this in Nasarawa State so that I can flow together as a state that we were before. And for me, like my elder brother, former Minister of Youth, said, to me, it's a homecoming because my whole life has been Plateau. My secondary school was in Plateau. My university was in Plateau. My residency as medical field was in Plateau. I came back to Plateau to lecture. So I only left Plateau in 1999. My father lived in Plateau and died in Plateau. My stepmom is still living in Plateau. So no matter what, I'm still a Plateau person. So I'm proud to be here and I'm proud to be part of this. For all the designers that have exhibited, all the shows that we saw this evening, I dove my heart for you. And I pray that we'll repeat this thing on a regular basis because indeed, apart from Plateau being the state of tourism, this is also part of tourism. And this is also part of exports that Plateau can export to other states of Nigeria, outside Nigeria, in Africa and beyond. And I congratulate His Excellency and all the organizers, and I wish you well. Thank you.
His Excellency, the Deputy Governor of Nasarawa State, who is representing His Excellency, the Governor of Nasarawa State today, who has said he would like to borrow Ms. Christabel Bentu to Nasarawa State to come and display the same kind of thing that she has done here. Let's give a round of applause to the representative of the Nasarawa State Governor.
Applaudissez s'il vous plaît, mesdames et messieurs.
The Deputy Governor of Nasarawa State, who says that Nasarawa was created out of Plateau. Therefore, anything happening in Plateau is also happening in Nasarawa State. While we give a round of applause to the Deputy Governor representing the Governor, let's give a round of applause to Ms. Christabel Bentu, visionary, organizer, who has done such a great job.
Applaudissez pour le grand organizer, Madame Christabel. Merci beaucoup.
And was my senior in one of the best secondary schools in the north.
Elle est ma senior, voilà.
If you went to Queen of Apostles Kaduna or Queen Amina Kaduna, then Christabel Bentu is pretty much your senior. There you have it. It's good to see you. And well done, great job.
Du courage, madame.
May I at this point remind you that as soon as His Excellency the Governor has spoken, There would be a moment after we officially close for you to go to see the art exhibition in the other room.
Après le discours de votre excellence, on va aller pour l'exhibition après le discours.
You will go along with His Excellency, the Governor of Plateau State, who has supported and promoted this event, to go and see the art exhibition.
On va ensemble avec le gouverneur de l'État de Plateau pour voir l'exhibition.
Our next goodwill message is from His Excellency, the former President of the Senate, the very distinguished Dr. Abubakar Bukola Saraki. Your Excellency, sir.
Maintenant, on va inviter son Excellence pour le message de bonne volonté. Bienvenue.
Your Excellency, the Governor of Plateau State, Barrister Caleb Mufang, my dear sister, Pauline Talent, former Minister, Deputy Governor, Nasarawa State, Your Excellencies, Minister of Industry, but I know you are Senator John Eno, SA to Mr. President and former Minister, distinguished members of the Diplomatic Corps, distinguished leaders who are here, ladies and gentlemen. Let me first and foremost congratulate His Excellency, the Governor of Plateau, for being part of this and leading this ceremony here today. When you came to my place yesterday saying I should come, I'm very happy that I was here. I was going to come anyway to support you. As a governor from our North Central, I always support you and be here with you. But what I have seen here, you've made us very proud. You've made us very proud for a number of reasons, and I'll say why. Because Gudo has always been there, it's not today. But you've shown what I call intentional leadership. Intentional leadership is what brings out potentials and talents and take them to the best. And what you've done tonight with the support of your team, particularly those in the tourism, Christopher and all others, this is a great night. It's been spectacular, it's been beautiful, and it shows what we can do as a country. I'm happy the Minister of Trade, of Industry is here. And I hope that for the young talent, the designers, the young ladies, the models, and all those who have put an effort, let us not stop tonight. Let us hope years come by, we'll see in different parts of this world products from Plateau that we'll remember tonight and say it started tonight under Barrister Caleb's time. And the Almighty God will make you succeed and make Plateau and Nigeria be a place where we'll all be proud of. Well done, all of you. It's been a great night. Thank you for putting this together. Thank you so much.
Excellency, the former Senate President, Dr. Abubakar Bukola Saraki, has spoken well and encouraged all the models and said tonight shouldn't be the end of this beautiful endeavor and that the support should continue. We thank you, sir, for your intervention and your encouraging words. We appreciate you.
Merci beaucoup, monsieur. Nous vous apprécions. Merci.
Would also like to continuously thank the Honorable Minister of State Industry, Senator John Owan Eno, who has been seated from the beginning of this event and has remained seated with us. We appreciate your presence, sir, and we thank you.
Nous vous apprécions. Merci.
Your Excellency, the Governor of Plateau State, Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, as a run-up to this event, there was an art exhibition. And that art exhibition brought up 3 students recognized by Enchanting Plateau as outstanding members of the group. And these 3 students are going to come forward for a quick handshake with His Excellency, the Governor of Plateau State. As I mentioned their names, they have done extremely well. For drawing, Boniface Thomas, GSS Gindry.
Boniface, viens ici s'il vous plaît.
This is the best student for drawing, and he's going to stand here and show that he has done extremely well. Let's clap for him to encourage him.
Applaudissez pour lui s'il vous plaît.
We expect that he will be tomorrow's Picasso. And Your Excellency, I want to believe that this school that he came from is the school that the Plateau State Governor also attended many years ago. Am I correct, sir? And it's also the school that my husband attended. Therefore, I consider it one of the most phenomenal schools in Plateau State. Congratulations to you, Boniface.
Félicitations, Boniface.
And would like to invite for painting the best glitter Daliop GSS Kuru.
Maintenant, on va inviter Glitter Daliop. Applaudissez pour lui.
These are our future artists that will take the world by storm. And for sculpture, I would like to invite Olufumilayo Ojo, Hillcrest School, Jos.
Olufumilayo Ojo de l'école de Hillcrest, viens ici s'il vous plaît.
At the mention of Olufumilayo, Her Excellency Dame Pauline Tallinn clapped harder. She is former Minister of Women Affairs, and so she should be clapping harder. It is at this point that I will ask Boniface, Glitter, and Olufumilayo to file to the governor for a handshake and a photograph before I invite him. So you go around this way. There you go.
Viens à le gouverneur de
Boniface,
l'État de Plateau.
Glitter,
Glitter
Olufumilayo.
et
Continue to clap
Olufumilayo.
for them as they make their way.
Applaudissez, mesdames et
These
messieurs.
are our leaders of tomorrow.
Ils ont fait les salutations à le gouverneur de l'État de Plateau.
Fantastic artists. For drawing, Boniface. For painting, Glitter.
Nous
For
avons
sculpture,
Boniface.
Olufumilayo.
Nous avons Glitter et nous avons Olufumilayo. Félicitations.
Okay, you will flank the governor and take this picture on either side. Congratulations, the governor is handing out gifts to the winners. Boniface first. Congratulations,
Le
Boniface.
premier, Boniface, félicitations.
Congratulations, Glitter, for painting.
Glitter, félicitations aussi.
Congratulations, Olufumilayo Ojo, for
Félicitations.
sculpture.
Olufumilayo Ojo.
We congratulate you all. We're very, very excited
Nous sommes
for
très
these
contents
young people who have done well.
pour les jeunes ici.
The art exhibition will be as soon as the governor finishes his speech, and then those who will escort Mr. Governor will go into where the art exhibition is. All the artwork on display are for sale.
On va commencer l'exhibition après le discours du gouverneur.
Your Excellencies, very distinguished ladies and gentlemen, this is the moment we're waiting to hear from the man who created the path for this Experience Plateau Art Meets Fashion to take place.
C'est le grand moment maintenant, mesdames et messieurs, pour l'expérience de Plateau.
On the plateau, there is beauty.
Il y a beauté.
On the plateau, there is good food.
Il y a bonne nourriture.
On the plateau, there are Irish potatoes. On the plateau, there are great flowers. And on the plateau, there is the best weather. Time now to welcome the advocate, promoter, His Excellency, Barrister Caleb Muftwang, Executive Governor of Plateau State, to deliver his address and then the exhibition after the national
Maintenant, on va inviter le gouverneur de l'État de Plateau. Bienvenue, monsieur.
The former Senate President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria and former Governor of Kwara State, my own leader in the North Central, Dr. Bukola Saraki, I salute you tonight. Your Excellency, the Deputy Governor of Nasarawa State, Your Excellency, the Minister of State for Industry, Your Excellency, Dame Pauline Talen, our own mother on the Plateau, Your Excellency, Madam Elsie, a true daughter of Plateau in whom we are well pleased, of the UNDP. When she came, we gave her a local name called Matban. That is a mother that helps, and she has been a mother indeed to us. Let me welcome my brother, former Minister Sunday Dare and his wife. We appreciate you for coming. Let me also thank, sorry, the light is betraying me a little bit. My own leaders around the Middle Belt, Professor Suleiman Bogoro of the TED Fund, General Agbazo. I think I saw the former Deputy Governor of Gombe. I'm sorry nobody recognized him. Yes, he's over there. Yes. The Emir of Kefi just left a while ago, and the representative of the Emir of Kano, the 16th Emir of Kano, also left a while ago. Let me appreciate the members of the National Assembly, those members of the House of Reps who are serving, those who have been into the National Assembly before, the former minority leader of the Senate, distinguished Senator Simon Watcon, Honorable Benny Lar. Let me also thank our own latest Plateau daughter to attain national prominence, a daughter of Plateau in whom we are well pleased, my own elder sister from Gindri, Patricia Lar Professor, Acting Vice Chancellor of the Yakubu Gowon University. The Emir of Gwandu, I understand, was also here. Members of the Diplomatic Corps, I can't thank you enough. I want to thank you for turning out in your numbers to share this day and this moment with us. It truly means a lot to us, and we say thank you. We want to thank all the invited guests. Several of the members of the legal profession are here. Senior advocates of Nigeria, Etiaba was here, Paul Harris was here, Ruben Atabo was here, all of them members of the INABA, who are my own friends. Thank you for turning out to support us. Members of the PDP family, where I belong, that's my platform. I want to thank all of you for turning up in your numbers. This event was almost canceled because in the last 1 week, my state, part of my state, one of my local governments, Bokos local government, has come under the attack of murderers who are determined to break our spirit. For the last 1 week, we have lost a number of people, and some had suggested that we call off this event. But when we looked at it, the intention of these murderers is to break our spirit and keep us perpetually in a state of mourning, to keep us indoors, and so that our spirits will be chained. And when I looked at it, I said, no, our life must go on. Plateau must move on. By the grace of God, the genocide that has been taking place on the Plateau will come to an end. What has happened on the Plateau is not a clash between farmers and herders. Please hear me and hear me well. What has been happening is genocide, and I want the international community to note it. We think we know those behind it. We are coming after them. Already a number of arrests have been made, and we know that those arrested are only agents of the masterminds behind these attacks. And we know that there are powerful forces behind them. By the grace of God, we will not only expose them, we will break their ranks. Plateau is a land of peace. Plateau people are peace-loving people. Plateau people are people that love to have visitors in their midst. And no one will change that story. We are determined to maintain our story as the home of peace and tourism, and no one will take us back. But in honor of those who have been slaughtered innocently, in honor of those who have been murdered, last week, Wednesday, a community was observing a wake keep, and the murderers came and opened fire on those innocent souls. In honor of those souls that were killed in their... May the blood of these innocent lives that have been wasted, may their blood not go in vain. May their blood speak vengeance against their murderers, and may God grant them peace. Please be seated. Let me thank also quite a number of guests. Joanne from China, Mr. Alain Thierry Bongwe, the acting regional chief operating officer for the African Export-Import Bank, who has also been here since the beginning. I'd like to appreciate you for coming. The business community, the creative industry, and all that have participated in this epoch-making event. I want to sincerely appreciate all of you. Creativity is about being crazy. All we have determined is that let's give everybody an opportunity to express him or herself. Scientists are also crazy people. So it is when your ideas are allowed to go out of the box, that's when creativity sets in. We are determined that by God's grace, we will create the enabling environment for everybody on the plateau of plateau extraction to have an opportunity to express himself or herself according to the gifts that God has deposited in such a person. And so for me as governor, I have determined that wherever I see an effort made by any plateau citizen, any plateau indigent, any plateau resident that will tell the story of Plateau, that will add value to Plateau, that by the grace of God we will promote such an initiative. I want to therefore challenge those in the creative industry that the space for you on the Plateau is open. Our Ministry of Tourism and Culture is going to become one of our very important ministries in the next months to come. We are rebuilding our capacity in tourism, and this is just a part of it. Let me officially invite the diplomatic community. In the course of the year, we'll be inviting you to the Plateau Cultural Festival, and we would love you to come. And I can assure you that when you get to Plateau, you will not need fans to fan yourself. You will not need air conditioners in the hall. You will enjoy a natural breeze that is nowhere else in Nigeria. We look forward to receiving you. Not only will you savor our weather, enjoy our climate, but Madam Eugenia had said it, that you will also enjoy our cuisine. Not only, the only thing she missed out, she's the only stranger in Nigeria. There is no more Irish potatoes. Henceforth, it is Plateau potatoes. This is how it's going to be sold and marketed in Nigeria and in the West African sub-region. And in the next 3 to 5 years, by the grace of God, we'll revolutionize the farming of potatoes to global standards. This is our determination. We want to tell you that this is just the beginning. We decided, when I was informed by Christabel Bentu about this project, and I said, fine, we're going to key into it. And I'm not surprised, Christabel has been on this journey for a number of years, but hasn't found the requisite support of government to take it to this level, and we decided to key in. And she wouldn't know this, that part of the reason I'm doing this is in memory of her father, a true son of Plateau, the first professor of fine art in northern Nigeria, a man who brought art into intellectual space. Therefore, we are going to celebrate our leaders, our fathers, our heroes past, and he is one of them, by the grace of God. Let me thank you, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, as we come to the close of this remarkable fashion celebration. Experience Plateau, art meets fashion. I stand before you filled with pride and gratitude. Today we have not only witnessed creativity at its peak, but we have also taken a monumental step forward in reshaping how the world sees Plateau as a land of unity, a land of culture, a land of talent, and a land of opportunity. This evening, I'm especially honored to wear an attire laced with the unified Godo, a historic symbol that we unveil today as a collective expression of who we are as a people. If you see my embroidery here, you see it here, that all the colors of the nations of Plateau, over 54 ethnic nationalities, that they are engraved here on this dress. So Godo is not just a piece of cloth. It is about unity. It is an attempt to fuse us into one person, that no longer will we remain a divided people. We will move forward as a united nation, and we will reap from the strength of our unity. It is our woven into one powerful statement, a single fabric that carries the voice of every tribe, community, and dream within our borders. This is our story, told in color, told in texture, and tradition, boldly and proudly. This administration is committed to finding innovative and sustainable ways to promote the Plateau story, whether through culture, tourism, enterprise, or strategic partnerships. We understand the power of creativity and its role in driving economic growth, fostering unity, and changing narratives. As part of this vision, and in partnership with the Industrial Trading Fund, we are taking deliberate steps to revive the fading tradition of Godo weaving, from skill acquisition for rural artisans to empowering young creatives and upgrading local textile infrastructure. Our goal is to breathe new life into this heritage and transform it into a thriving, job-creating industry that competes on national and global levels. To all our distinguished guests, dignitaries, investors, creatives, and friends from around the country and beyond, I say welcome to Plateau State. One day, we shall have the pleasure of hosting you all on the land of the beautiful hills, on the land of the valleys, where you will taste our flavors, dance to our drums, and invest in our dreams. The Plateau is open for tourism, open for trade, open for transformation. Very sincerely, that is why tonight in this room are also people from the financial industry, the executive director of UBA, and other people from the finance sector who have come to see opportunities for business, opportunities to key into promoting our trade. I cannot thank the Minister of Trade enough because of his presence here tonight to give us this backup and support. But before I conclude, there is something we have begun to revive on the Plateau. The horticulture industry. Years where, when Plateau was known for producing flowers that we exported out of this country. Unfortunately, due to several factors, that industry died. But let me inform you again tonight that that industry is back. As evidence of that tonight, I am told that we have about 50 roses, and Nigerian women, I hope they like flowers. We will start with the Oyibo women because I know Oyibo women understand flowers more than African women. But nevertheless, we will give one flower to each woman. What I will ask is that, how do you want to handle it? Let her pass. How do you want to handle it? Can I have 15 women on this side, 15 women on this side? You said? Okay. Starting from the high table. Okay. Let me. Dame Pauline Talent, please come forward first. Mrs. Dare, come forward. Madam Elsie, please come forward. This is to tell you that Plateau loves you. Please come over. This is to say Plateau loves you. 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 Let me go this way first. They'll be here. Plateau loves you. Plateau loves you. Thank you. Yes, Plateau loves you. Plateau loves you. Plateau loves you. Plateau loves you. Yes. Plateau loves you. Plateau loves you. Plateau loves you. Plateau loves you. Oh, the Director of Ministry of Culture, Mrs. Adeline Fompun, was here with us, Federal Ministry of Tourism and Culture. Thank you for coming. Thank you. Thank you. Plateau loves 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 you. Okay. There are two people here. That's okay. Yes. Okay. Thank you. Yes. Oh, that would be a criminal act. Thank you. Plateau loves you, Madam Eugenia. Thank you. Yes. There were ladies from one of the embassies that left. Who will take for them? I think from the American embassy or so. Okay, fine, good. Thank you. One for you, one for the... Okay, you already have one. Okay, fantastic. Thank you. So, I'm not concluded. So, as I conclude, I offer my deepest appreciation to every individual and institution that made this event a success. Your presence here is a powerful endorsement of the Plateau Renaissance. Together, let us amplify this energy and light up Plateau on the national and global stage. As soon as I'm done and we sing the national anthem, we'll go through the art exhibition on our way out. And let me encourage you, those lovers of art, to please patronize those who... Yes. Okay. Thank you again, Mr. Alex Alozie, representing the chairman of UBA, Tony Elumelu. The ambassadors that are here, I've recognized them before. Ambassadors of Argentina, Russia. I was not quite informed, but let me thank you sincerely, all of you, for coming. Your presence here is a powerful endorsement of the Plateau Renaissance. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your belief in what we are building. May God bless you all, and may God bless our beloved Plateau State, and may God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Thank you, and God bless.
Thank you, Your Excellency. We appreciate your candor, and we appreciate all the roses that you have given all of us. Horticulture is coming back to Plateau. It's no longer Irish potatoes, it's now Plateau potatoes, and we're very delighted indeed to have the former Deputy Governor of Gombe and the representative of Mr. Tony Elumelu here with us. We appreciate you, Mr. Alozie. We appreciate you. Thank you. At this point in time, I'd like to say that all those in the front row, to include members of the Diplomatic Corps and the Vice Chancellor, of course, will all, Mary and his team on this side, the Vice Chancellor on this side,